YouTube. We'll do a short video. Want supporters. I know you gotta know that I'm shifting to 360. I'm almost there, just missing few things like my top and I think my right side a little bit, but after that should be alright. This is my 20 weeks of wolfing. Okay, I'm gonna show you. This is how 20 weeks look like. I haven't get a tape up. All I've been doing just trimming down in the front because I don't know how to cut my hair yet. And so you can see I'm bushy in the back. But hopefully I'm cutting my hair this week. Hopefully this week, honestly, I want to cut it. I'm gonna cut it with a 3 with the grain. And my crown right here is really puffy. I'm gonna cut it 2.5 because I don't really need a lot of hair in my crown right here. Not the crown around, but the main crown. So I'm gonna show you my progress real quick. I know you guys gonna be watching this video later. Shout out to my day one subscribers and my latest ones. This is what I'm working with right now. This is what I got. It's not much, but we getting there. This is my weak side. I call it his weak side. This is my good side. You guys know when I say my good side. When I say my good side, means there's more connections in this side, right? But when it comes to my top, this is my worst side. Why? Because it's not connected yet. Because remember, I had a 540 with a slant, so the slant, I'm trying to correct it. This 360 that I got swirled, it's a little slanted, but not too much. Remember, 540s with a heavy slang on top and heavy slang on the back. So I'm trying to get it back, you know what I'm saying, not too slanted. So this is my weak side, so you can see. It's coming in. It's my back side. So right now, the worst size is the top and the back. Well, this is my best side right here on the side. I feel like this side is better. I got more connections in that side. And hopefully it's coming in. Once again, for the latest people that just came into the shot, this is my recent update. 20 weeks of hair right now. You guys don't believe me, watch. This is what 20 weeks look like. This is 20 weeks of hair. She's a lot of hair. Put it back down, you see? That's how I'm wolfing. This is the best way when your hair is itchy. You can use the comb to scratch your scalp. Trust me, I understand. So that's the best way when you combing and when you doing washing styles. The best way. My hair's not that flaky because I'm using oil. I'm not using a lot of pomade, so that's how my hair look like. These 20 weeks look like right now. Alright. Put that down. Look at my crown. You see, it's really puffy. I gotta trim it. Gotta trim it down. Listen, if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of your time and wolf, the best time for you to do is in the winter, because your hair is not that dry, your hair is not that sweaty. You know what I'm saying? It's a good weather, and the winter is better because your hair is cool. You know, everything is flowing. You can use a lot of pomades. You can use a lot of oil because of the cold. That's why I always tell people, like, the best way for you to get waves and to fix it and get it to the elite, you know what I'm saying, level, is the winter, bro. Because you can wolf, unless you're a decent person and you got better things, but if you got a little bit of time in your hands, you could do it, you know? So I'm just saying, that's like the best way, man, to do it. Like me personally, I don't got a lot of time, but I still do it. You know, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son. I help my mom too. I'm a brother. So it's no excuses, you know. If you want really your waves to look dope, that's what you gotta do, man. Just wolf. Look, this is my 20 weeks. And I'm still pushing. Hopefully, I'll probably cut it this week. Cause I feel like I'm already done with it. I don't want to deal with it no more. But after that, it's time for me to fix. Cause I'm shifting. That's the reason why I'm wolfing. Cause I didn't want to cut it. There's ways that you could shift your pattern, which is wolfing or cutting it to 1.5. And me personally, I didn't want to cut it, so I chose the hard way, which is shifting. Is like the hardest way to do it, because you gotta go through the process of your waves crashing and creating a lot of forks, especially on what pattern you have. For me, it's like the hardest because I'm shifting from 540 with a slant to 360 with a swirl. So remember, 540 here in the back is slant, is the opposite, like this. So I'm fixing this. Because my 360 with a swirl, I got just a slight slant, not too much. Remember, this is 540 like this, 720 is like this. So my 360 swirl is like this. You see, it's not too much. It's like slightly slant. So that's like the best way. And wolfing is the main key. If you wanna, you see how I'm combing it, right? 540 is like that. You got the slant like that. 720 is like this. So it just slightly slant, not too much. So if you want to shift, you could wolf, or you could cut it. Especially here, you know, right here I'm having trouble, but eventually it's gonna break after you do. I'm doing washing styles twice a week, so I'm washing my hair twice a week, so for better results, so I can fix it faster. So yeah, so if you wanna shift, that's what you gotta do, man. You can cut it to 1.5. You could do MJ, start from 0, or you could do what I did, wolf, and brush. And one of the best tips that I could give you is to comb. You see what I'm doing? I haven't used my brush. What Why? Because combing for me personally, in one way, for me, combing is better than brushing. And I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I feel like combing, you can get it straight down to the roots of your hair and lift everything up. Sometimes the bristles you cannot get all the way down. If you get it down with the hard brush, you might hurt your scalp, your skin. So with this, it's easier and it's better, especially when your hair is wet. That's just my opinion. So you see, with the comb, you could get straight down to the scalp, and you could reach every hair. With the brush, you might do it. Of course, you're gonna do it, but you could hurt your scalp. That's the difference. Is with this, you avoid hurting your scalp. With the brush, you could hurt it. So just take that advice. If you want to shift, you can shift. It don't matter what pattern you have. You just gotta be ready though. It's not always gonna go your way. It's like a fight. You gotta determine yourself. Like, am I willing to sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? My time and invested in this. Or you can cut at 1.5 and start from the beginning. No, it's not an obligation to do it, but the reason why I did it and I chose to do it, so I could learn. I took it as a challenge. I'm like, okay, let me shift. Let me see what this wave is talking about. 360 Yeezy. Even though 360 Yeezy always had the same pattern. Since I started following him, I've been following him for years, and he never changed his pattern. He always kept the 360 with a swirl. Based on what I saw. People ago, he changed it to 720 now. But most of these waivers, I'm not gonna say all of them, but most of them, they with the same pattern since they started. I started with a 360 swirl, and then I went to the 540. So only being a waiver, I'm going to 2 years being a waiver. And now I'm back again with a 360 swirl. The reason why I like 360 swirl, because my hair is already swirly. For me to get 360 beehive, I got to trim my hair from day one, and I got an off-center crown. So my beehive is not in the middle, it's off-center. So my beehive is here. As you can see, it's right there. Some people got a crown here, so my crown is off-center, like easy. So I'm not gonna say it's hard, but it's kind of uncomfortable for me to get a beehive. It's a girl. I know her by RG3. She's a waiver, and she got the same crown I got. And she got a 360 swirl, and you gotta see the way she got a brush. It's kind of uncomfortable. On top of that, I'm lefty, so I'm a lefty-handed. Sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable. But yeah, if you want to shift, move. You don't want to have struggle with it. Cut it with a 1.5. Although MJ start from the beginning, but if you don't want to cut everything and you don't want to start from the beginning, because remember, waves is hair. So if you start from the beginning, you're not gonna have hair. You're gonna have to wait at least 8 weeks to reach to the curling, and I know because I already experienced it. So my best tip is, if you want to cut it off, don't cut it off. Cut it with a 2.5 and work your work. Start brushing your way in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm shifting to a 360 with a swirl. And the hardest thing for the swirl is the crown. You gotta make sure everything is swirly. I feel like the beehive for me is easier because you just gotta open your crown. Beehive, you just gotta open it. Well, swirl, you gotta make sure swirly. And you gotta make sure that everything is connecting to your crown. So that's just my opinion. For me, 720, 540, and 360 swirl. I think like they got the hardest crown because you gotta swirl around it. 360 beehive, you just gotta open your crown. In my opinion, I feel like that. I think it's easier to get it done. Alright, so already done with the crown session. Just working a little bit more in my crown. Because before you put the do-rag on, you gotta make sure everything is laid down the way you want it. Yeah, I gotta get my crown cut off. It's too puffy. No diddy. So then my hands a little dry and I don't feel like washing my hair today. It's kind of cold in my house and we're not giving heaters. It's damn super. I'm gonna probably washing my hair tomorrow already. Washed it what's the date? Today's Saturday. I washed my hair washed it on Monday. Yeah, Monday, so Thursday I gotta wash my hair tomorrow. Cause I wash it twice a week. For the oil. Using this right here. It smells good. It's good for your hair and keep it nice and moist. Don't let your hair dry. And it smells good. It's kind of pricey, but it's worth it. If it's for your hair, it's worth it, man. You gotta treat your hair like how you treat yourself eating and buying clothing and stuff like that. It's the same thing. Shampoo drop everywhere, and after this I'm using the plastic bag to distribute the oil. Right, ready to put it, boom, ready, plastic bag. I had a pawn plastic bag, but I don't know where I put it at. I think I lost it. So if you don't have those fancy ones, you can use a Ziploc bag. You get the same job done. So this is how I apply my oil. Cause I don't want to put it in my hair, in my hands, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like you lose a lot of product when you put it in your hands. Just be careful with the plastic bag, cause you could get a fork The same way you brush and you comb, do it the same way. $20 of hair. You see my hair is getting top of my ear. 20 weeks. You can do a section for 5 minutes, 10 minutes with the plastic bag. Just be careful. Like the crown, I don't do the crown with the plastic bag. I just do my 8 angles, and my crown I use the comb just to get it organized and laid. It's better than before. Before I used to see the 540, now I see the 360 swirl. I always work on my crown with a comb. I feel like your crown is more fragile. Well, it depends, if it's for 360 V high, you could use a brush. When it comes to the crown, for me, I'd rather use a comb. For the comb, you can train your hair, you know what I'm saying, and you could be specific with the corners, which is your 8 angles. Coming in. Once again, 20 weeks of woofing. I know a lot of people's gonna watch this video later. I'm making this video for my day 1 subscribers and my latest ones. They show mad love to me every time I'm there. They show mad love to me by subscribing to the channel. So you guys can know, I don't do this for money. So I got a job. I do this for the passion, you know what I'm saying? I like having waves, and I feel like making videos about it right now, honestly. Did they come to make money? I'll do it, why not? Everybody wants money. But I'm not rushing for me to make money with this. I got a job, thank God, so Can't complain. Let me guess. Okay. 2 more minutes and I'm out of here. Just gonna plastic back 2 more minutes and then just gonna work on my crown a little bit offline. Alright. Already know, man. It's your boy Ogwavy6. Happy holidays, man. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. You know the vibe, man. It's all the peace and love. I'm out of here. Feel me?